A tense standoff is brewing on Europe's doorstep, with Moscow flexing its military muscle just miles from NATO's eastern flank. As Russian drones buzz into Polish airspace and Belarus hosts massive war games, the West is grappling with a growing sense of unease. But here's where it gets controversial. While the US and its allies scramble to respond, the Kremlin seems to be playing a long game that blurs the lines between deterrence and provocation. And this is the part most people miss: how Belarus has become a pawn in a high-stakes chess match between Washington and Moscow, with its leader Alexander Lukashenko caught in the middle. The Zapad-2025 drills, sprawling across Russian and Belarusian training grounds, bordering Ukraine and extending into the Baltic and Barents Seas, are more than just routine exercises. They're a calculated demonstration of power. The U.S. military delegation, joined by Turkey and Hungary, watched as Russian Su-34 bombers thundered low over mock targets, their bombs detonating in fiery spectacles. Belarusian officials proudly showcased their upgraded defenses, including drone-resistant tank armor and hypersonic missile systems. Yet, as General Valery Ravenko quipped to CNN, the real question isn't why Russia and Belarus have 6,800 troops, but why Poland has massed 40,000 soldiers at the border, a stark reminder of NATO's own wariness. Meanwhile, diplomacy and coercion are intertwining in unexpected ways. Just days after the drone incursions sparked NATO scrambles, Belarus suddenly pardoned 52 political prisoners. The timing? Coincidence? Or a calculated move following a clandestine meeting between Trump aide John Cole? But does this signal a thaw in relations? Or is it a Moscow-engineered ploy to divide the West? The debate is already heating up online, with critics questioning whether these gestures amount to real diplomacy or mere transactional theatrics. The military displays themselves are raising alarm bells. Russia has been quietly arming Belarus with tactical nukes and its new Oreshnik missiles, capable of bypassing missile defenses. In the Barents Sea, Zircon hypersonic missiles streaked through icy waters. They're near impossible to identify trajectories, sending a chilling message. Even the drill's tactics have evolved. Infantry now charge on motorcycles and quad bikes, shielded by reconnaissance drones, reflecting lessons learned from the Ukraine war. As Viktor Krenin, Belarus's defense minister, boasted, these exercises aren't just about firepower. They're about reshaping the battlefield for a future where traditional armor might be obsolete. Yet for all the military bravado, the Kremlin insists it remains open to dialogue. Dmitry Peskov, Putin's spokesperson, reiterated Moscow's readiness to negotiate, even as Russian jets patrolled Belarusian skies with Kinzhal missiles, weapons already tested in Ukraine. This duality is puzzling. How can a regime showcasing such overwhelming force still claim to seek peace? Is this a genuine olive branch, or a smokescreen to buy time? And what does it mean for NATO's strategy when Moscow combines diplomatic overtures with relentless military posturing? As the dust settles on the Borisovsky training ground, one thing is clear: the line between deterrence and aggression is vanishing. The U.S. faces a dilemma: escalate and risk nuclear miscalculation, or back down and embolden Moscow. For readers, the question is stark. In a world where war games and diplomacy are inseparable, how do we balance vigilance with the risk of overreaction? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Trump's measured approach is wise, or is it time for a harder line against Putin's provocations?